All right. What up, though? I saw this video and I wanted to give Arlette her flowers. This video is about Pop the Balloon and their recent announcement that I'll play for you guys right now in case you have not heard.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your host Arlette, and we are joined here today with my lovely husband, BM.
Yep. Obviously, you've all have been seeing we have signed to produce Pop the Balloon on Netflix. We will be executive producers on the new Pop the Balloon live.
Yes.
This is amazing news. First things first, I want to thank our Lord and Savior Jesus
Amen.
Christ for all the blessings. Every single
Yes.
blessing that we've received is from Him. He is the way of life. Now, not a lot of you are wondering, so what happens to our YouTube version? I can assure you that everything will stay the same. The way that I produce the show, the way that my wife hosts the show
Yeah.
will stay exactly the same.
Exactly. So y'all make sure you stay tuning in every Wednesday. Okay, Pop the Balloon Wednesday is still a thing. Make sure you're tuning in. I will still be hosting, just like he said. It's going to be the same. Producing, everything is going to remain the same. The only thing is just we have another addition to, the things that we're working on, which is working with Netflix, which is a huge deal, a huge blessing. We're super grateful for it. So, we just ask for you guys to support both of our ventures, Pop the Balloon on YouTube and Pop the Balloon Live on Netflix. And we honestly can't wait to see where this is going to go.
Yeah, for sure. We do wish for our amazing fans. When I say amazing, I mean our loyal fans.
Yes.
You lot have been absolutely amazing. We see you commenting everywhere, the way that you support us. We truly appreciate every single one of you. We wish that you are able to support both versions, like my wife said, as one, because we are working together. And once again, God is amazing. He is great. We thank you all for your support. And like my wife said, we cannot wait to see where this goes.
Definitely. Well, thank you all for tuning in and listening to our message. And we do hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll catch y'all next time.
Yep.
Clap, 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 clap. All right, that's super dope to me as a creator. I really am in awe of the fact that a man and a woman who are husband and wife decided to, I don't know the origins of the show, but about a year and some change ago, it was probably almost a year and a half at this point when they started. Husband and a wife had the bright idea to start a dating show that revolved around popping balloons to decide who it is that you wanted. It's very marketable, I mean, obviously, we talking about millions of views every week, um, and viral moments from the beginning all the way till now. I think they've been doing it for about a year and 4 or 5 months now, because I think they started in December or November of 23 or something like that. And this is sort of like my guilty pleasure show. I watch this show every week on Wednesday, or probably I don't watch it on Wednesday, but that's when it drops. And I watch this shit religiously. I don't really care what anybody thinks. I like the show, I like the concept, and I like the conversations that spin off from these episodes that they do every week. Like I said, it's kind of my guilty pleasure. I like looking at women, so that's like that's probably 60% of the reason I watch the show. But it's also hilarious and insightful in some ways too. And it kind of gives people a little scope into like what the dating scene is like in general. But I think it's just amazing that this husband and wife had this idea, executed the idea. I could tell, that I could tell from the production quality that they put money behind this. Whether it was the camera quality, the microphone quality. As a man, I work in audio, so I know what it sounds like when the audio is bad. They have good audio, good video. I know that set that they record on isn't cheap unless they own it, but even still, it wasn't cheap to construct it. And if they're renting it, I know it's not cheap. And then I know from doing content of many different sorts that organizing something like this and, you know, on the executive side isn't easy. You know, you're talking about every week they alternate between a male panel and a female panel. And we're talking about anywhere from 6 to 10 people that they have on these panels every week. You know, I don't know where they're getting these people from, but based on me watching their content, they take applications from people. I don't think they use any talent scouts, or not talent scouts, but what do they call it? Talent agencies. I don't think they use that. I think these are organic applications that they're receiving from their fans or whatever that they have to coordinate with to get them all from all over the country flown in one spot to do a show every week. I know that's not easy. It has to be done punctually. It has to be done with organization. The production value has to be there. The host has to do her job, Arlette. The production team, from the cameraman to the audio guy to the lighting guy to the makeup, wardrobe, all of that shit. I know it's not easy dealing with all these personalities. And like I said, all these people are being flown in. I don't know if Arlette is paying for the flights. I doubt it. These people probably are paying for their own flights, but regardless, they have to schedule all this stuff, man. As a guy, I've done interviews with just me and the talent, and I'm running around, I'm doing it by myself, but I'm running around like a chicken with his head cut off trying to get those things done and executed in a timely manner, syncing schedules, and that's not easy just with just me and one guest. I couldn't imagine running a show with me and 10 guests or 15 guests or 20 guests or whatever. But it's just amazing to me that they were able to be consistent, drop on a weekly basis on Wednesdays. I don't think they've missed a single week since they've started. And they've been gathering views and gaining subscribers and brand deals because Fashion Nova jumped on board. And I think, or was it Fashion Nova or Shein, or I don't know, one of those companies. And it's like, bruh, to me, the reason I want to do this video is because to me, this is inspiring as a creator. Not like I'm not trying to land a Netflix show, but as a creator, because that's all they are. They're creators, they're content creators. To watch them go from inception to a Netflix deal is just amazing to me, because they're just regular people, which goes to show that you and me can do this, you know, with consistency and a great product, which is why I titled this video this way. Because you can't skimp on any one thing. You have to be somewhat consistent. You have to have a great product to give to people, because if your product is terrible, then it doesn't matter how consistent you are, or maybe it does. I know consistency counts for a lot, but if your product is bad, you're being consistent for what? And then to execute in a great way, you know, to land on the mark every week or every time that you go out on that floor, you know, metaphorically speaking, that you can get to where you're trying to go. That's what this tells me. You know, I'm not trying to get to Netflix, because this is not something that Netflix would probably ever even entertain. I'm not going to sell myself short or talk myself out of any possibilities, but I'm simply saying that's not my goal. My goal is to simply be heard. My goal is to be able to do this to an audience that is receiving it. That's it. And I can get to where I'm going. But this is just one of many examples. I've seen plenty of people start and make it to great, you know, great things. And this is just a reminder to myself and to anybody who will listen, you know, do it. If you have the idea, do it. You can get to wherever you want to go. And it's not, we when we're like thinking of these ideas, we look at them as if they're like sort of unbelievable. They're far out of our reach. They're just the things made of dreams. But I've seen time and time again, just people, regular people that I know in real life, make it to great spots with their businesses, with their music, clothing lines, content creation, jobs, studios, whatever you can think of. I've known video directors that were starting out as nothing and made it to MTV or BET or made it to millions of views on YouTube. I know them. I could call them right now. I know rappers who have had hundreds of thousands of views just from a song that they thought of in their bedroom or while they were driving to work. It works. You got to believe in yourself first, though, right? But this is so interesting to me, man. I don't know what this means really for them. They said that they're both going to be executive producers on the Netflix show and that their YouTube show is not going to change. So it sounds like they're not going to be on the Netflix show. They're just going to be controlling it maybe and sort of like show running. And that's cool. But I'm just curious what this means. Like they're going to have two shows in two different spots, or is it going to be the same episode on Netflix and YouTube? Either way, kudos to them. I just hope it doesn't hurt their brand. Because who knows how this will work out? Everything doesn't work out for the best. Just because Netflix is backing them doesn't mean that it'll do anything. They still have work to do is what I'm saying. But this is so dope to me, bro. Kudos to them. But keep going, bro. Do what you're doing. If you believe in your product, if you believe in your song, if you believe in whatever it is that you have, keep pushing that shit because ain't nobody gonna believe until your ass believe. That's believe me. How many times have you seen somebody try to sell a product and they're kind of like they're unsure about it? Why would I want it? Think about how that makes you feel about someone else's product or thing. If they don't believe in it, imagine how that would make you feel about it. Like, I don't want this shit if you don't want it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. That's all I really wanted to say, man. I'm just really proud as a content creator to watch another content creator go to those lengths. And I do also want to say that Netflix is pretty, time will tell, but Netflix is very smart, if you ask me, because I've been watching this show pretty much every week, wondering when the bag was coming. I'm surprised that it took this long because I think they're like 50 episodes deep, nearly something like that, 49, or maybe it's over 50, around 60 episodes deep, something like that. I don't know for sure, but I'm surprised that it took this long because I thought with the consistency that they've had, the platform that they've created, I mean, we watched plenty of other content creators steal their whole fucking flow, as Soulja Boy would say. Like, niggas stole their whole shit and tried to recreate it. That right there lets you know that you got some dope. You got crack when niggas is trying to steal your shit and run with it. You got crack, I'm surprised that it took somebody this long. I didn't think it would be Netflix. I was wondering when YouTube, they're already making money off of her, whether they come to her or not. But I honestly expected YouTube to come to her and say, let's make it official. YouTube has done that sort of thing rarely. But since it was on their platform, I was expecting them to maybe do something with her. I don't know. I don't know what that would look like either. But I definitely did not expect Netflix. That's so random. Like, I didn't expect that. But I guess it makes sense. I don't know. But yeah, that's all I wanted, man. Be consistent. Believe in your your product. Believe in yourself, and go hard, bro, because you can get to wherever you're going. Holla, this is Streams. It's a long ass time to play my outro.